Welcome to KDP Low Competition Niches Daily. Today, we uncover a fresh, high-potential niche with strong demand and low competition. Here's your daily edge. Quick hook. Home fermenters buy logbooks and tasting journals because they want repeatable success. They track variables, temperatures, starter cultures, fermentation times, and they want to remember what tasted best. That repeat use behavior turns what looks like a small hobby market into a steady stream of purchases for smart utility-first KDP products. In this episode, I'll give you 2 specific product ideas, real demand signals, 3 copy and paste AI validation prompts, profit math, and a 48-hour launch checklist you can act on today.
Roadmap and definitions. When I say medium content here, I mean single-purpose, repeat-used paperbacks. Structured interiors, guided pages, tables, and prompts. Not full-length how-to books. Examples. A dated fermentation batch logbook with rows for recipe, volume, salt ratio, starter, time, and notes. Or a tasting journal with sensory scales, pairing ideas, aging notes, and trending recipes. These 2 products pair well. Sell the logbook as the utility item, the tasting journal as the lifestyle upsell. Bundle them, price to convert, and use cross-promotional copy in both interiors. That pairing increases average order value and gives you an easy first bundle to test in AMS. Keep the covers focused, buyer first, and avoid overly broad titles like kitchen journal. Use intent keywords. People who ferment search to replicate results, not to browse.
Niche 1. Fermentation Batch Logbook. Demand signals at a glance. Estimated keyword interest around 800 to 2,400 searches per month for combined queries like fermentation logbook, sourdough starter log, and kombucha brew log. Competing KDP listings are low, under 150 direct interior style matches, and community activity on Reddit subthreads and Discord servers shows active recipe sharing and troubleshooting threads, averaging dozens of new posts weekly. Ideal customer, the practical home fermenter who experiments regularly and wants repeatable outcomes. They value structure, measurements, and durability. SKU features that sell. Dated or undated rows for batch number, recipe, starter source, water temp, salt percent, fermentation time, tasting notes, and a quick troubleshooting checkbox. Add a small reference section for starter ratios and ideal temps. Niche 2. Fermented Flavor Tasting Journal. This is the companion product that targets sensory-driven buyers. Demand estimates, search interest roughly 400 to 1,200 monthly for variants like Fermentation Tasting Journal, Kimchi Tasting Notes, and Kombucha Flavor Journal. Direct competitors are very few. Most tasting journals on the market are coffee or wine focused, not fermentation specific. That gives you room to own the keyword space with a narrow utility first layout. Layout ideas, a standardized sensory scale, aroma, acidity, texture, complexity, sections for pairings and recipe adjustments, aging notes, and a favorites index. Upsell ideas include printable PDF tasting sheets or a guided 12-week fermentation challenge as a digital add-on. Repeat use potential is high because fermenters track multiple batches over months.
Validation method. Fast, 3-step market check you can run in under 30 minutes. First, Amazon search. Type targeted buyer queries like fermentation logbook, sort by relevance, and note the number of direct interior matches and top price points. Record the top 3 ASIN titles and their review counts. Second, community signals. Search Reddit, Facebook groups, and Discord for fermentation log or tasting notes, and count active weekly threads. You're looking for repeat posts asking how to track recipes or flavor experiments. Third, keyword tools. Pull combined search volume for your core phrase cluster. 1,200 combined monthly searches with weak direct matches is your green light. Now 3 copy and paste AI prompts you can use immediately.
AI Prompt 1. Title Tester. You are an Amazon KDP listing optimizer. Given buyer intent for home fermentation logbooks, write 6 concise title plus subtitle pairs that use buyer keywords like fermentation logbook, batch tracker, sourdough starter, kombucha brew log, and emphasize repeatable results and ease of use. Keep titles under 80 characters and subtitles under 200 characters.
AI Prompt 2. Bullet copy.
Write 5 Amazon bullet points for a fermentation batch logbook aimed at home fermenters. Focus on features, benefits, repeat use utility, and cross-sell prompts to a tasting journal. Keep each bullet 100 characters max and end with a call to action. AI Prompt 3. Keyword Cluster. Provide 30 buyer intent keywords and long-tail phrases for a Fermented Flavor Tasting Journal grouped by high, medium, and low competition. Prioritize phrases with clear purchase intent. Examples: Kombucha Tasting Journal Printable, Kimchi Flavor Logbook. Profit potential. Conservative math for 1 SKU. Cost to print for a 120-page black and white paperback with a matte cover typically runs $3 to $3.50 per unit on KDP. Buy box price targets that convert: $8.99 to $12.99 for a single utility logbook, $12.99 to $18.99 for a tasting journal with nicer interior design or slightly higher page count. Margin scenarios. At $10.99 retail, with a $3.25 print cost and Amazon fees, you net roughly $3.50 to $4.50 per sale. Bundles. Price the 2-book bundle at $19.99. Incremental margin improves because only one print cost is slightly higher, but perceived value doubles. Factor in a $50 to $150 initial cover and template time investment. You can recoup that in 15 to 40 sales, depending on price and traffic.
Immediate action. A 48-hour launch first checklist. Day 1, run the 3-step validation above and generate 6 title-subtitle options with prompt 1. Design a clean interior using a proven low-cost template and create a simple cover focused on one buyer benefit, replicable results. Day 2, upload 1 paperback SKU and 1 bundled SKU. Populate back-end keywords with AI-derived clusters, and set up 2 quick A/B title tests. Test core benefit first title versus format first title. For example, Fermentation Batch Logbook, simple batch tracking, versus Kombucha and Sourdough Brew Log, track temperature and time. Open a $20 AMS auto campaign, or test a $20 social post in fermentation Facebook groups to drive initial impressions.
Risks and mitigations. Risk 1. Niche, smaller than expected. Mitigation, run the 48-hour validation. If search volume is weak, pivot to a broader but still utility-first angle, like home fermentation tracker, rather than a single recipe type. Risk 2, overly generic titles that drown in kitchen journals. Mitigation, narrow to buyer intent keywords and use subtitles that state the user outcome. Risk 3, weak interiors lead to returns and bad reviews. Mitigation, start with a clean interior template, test with a small print run, and iterate from buyer feedback. Small AMS spends or community promos reduce risk far faster than waiting for organic traction. Recap and CTA. 2 practical medium content ideas, a fermentation batch logbook, and a fermented flavor tasting journal, both show repeat use buyer behavior, clear keyword demand, and low direct competition. If you want a fast shortcut, 22 Lions offers a launch template and a 30-minute niche audit where we run the validation steps for you and return prioritized titles and keywords. Book a fast niche audit or grab the launch templates to move from idea to live listing in 48 hours. Publish smarter, profit faster. That's your actionable niche for today. Apply it and watch your author business grow. See you tomorrow.